Namaskar, Jai Hind. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss the topic 5 of business studies, and under this, the strategy, that is corporate level, business level, and the functional level. Uh, Here, just let me tell you that in the semester 5, you are going to have one subject, that is strategic management. So, from that, only one topic we have taken it here in the business studies. So, just in the simple language, I am going to discuss what is strategy and what are the different levels of a strategy. Okay, just we start with this video here, and just try to watch this video. So you can see in this video that the deer is talking about that he should not be the best. Just to avoid that danger, just he should be better than the competitor. That is another deer. In the same way, the business organization also used to operate that they should not be the best, but they should be better than the competitors, and that is what for the strategy it is. Okay, so here I have added one case study of the Singapore Airlines and how they have used the strategy for the betterment of the organization, and how they are how they are beating the competitors. That means how they are competitive. That means better than the competitors. Just uh, uh, just we will discuss this case study. Singapore Airlines Limited is the five-star airlines of Singapore, and Singapore Airlines operates trans-Pacific flights, including the world's longest non-stop commercial flights from Singapore to Los Angeles and New York on the Airbus A340-500. In late 2013, the company ceased offering those two long flights, although Los Angeles is still served via Tokyo Narita. The luxury airlines has a strong presence in Asia. A member of the Star Alliance, Singapore Airlines carried around 18 million passengers in 2012, up from 16.9 million in 2011. So Singapore Airlines is very well managed strategically. The company has diversified airline-related businesses such as aircraft handling, engine and engineering, and owns Silk Air that manages regional flights to secondary cities with smaller capacity requirements. Singapore Airlines operates passenger services to more than 60 cities in over 30 countries around the world. Within Asia, passengers can connect to over 30 cities served by Silkair. The company is the official sponsor of Singapore national football team and has been marketing Singapore Girl as central image to the airline's brand. Fortune in 2013 ranked Singapore Airlines as the 31st most admired company in the world outside the United States. In December 2012, Singapore Airlines sold its 49% stake in Virgin Atlantic for US 360, dollar 360 million. In April 2012, Singapore Airlines phased out the 747 from its fleet after 40 years of service. So you can just see the how the Singapore Airlines has used the strategy. You can just read the case in details afterwards. So just in this case study, you can see that how this organization has used the strategy. Okay. So now let us see that what do we mean by strategy? That is, a company's strategy is the set of actions that its managers take to outperform the company's competitors and achieve superior profitability. Just we have seen one video there that whenever the danger it is coming, so that time the one deer is having the energy and he can run faster than his competitors. So in the same way here also, whenever we are dealing with the customers, we need to be the best. Best, or we should be the better than competitors. So that is what the strategy is, the set of action that its managers take to outperform the company's competitors and achieve superior profitability. The objective of a well crafted strategy is not merely temporary competitive success and profits in the short run, but rather the sort of lasting success that can support growth and secure the company's future over long term. So that means the strategy is talking about the long term, not the short term. If I am talking about the short term, then that is known as the tactics. So what do we mean by a strategy? What is our present situation? Okay, the business environment and industry conditions, firm's financial and competitive capability. Then where do we want to go from here? Creating a vision for the firm's future direction. How are we going to get there? Crafting actions that will get us there. Here, just let me remind you that the SWOT analysis is the fundamental tool of strategic management. So here, whenever we are going to develop our strategy, we should do the scanning of strength, weakness of our organization, and opportunity and threat of the environment. So, what is a strategy all about? A strategy is all about how to how to compete rivals. That means you should identify your strength, and you should also know the strength of the competitors, and how you can beat your competitors. That means how you can outperform the your rivals or the competitors. How to respond to economic and market conditions and growth opportunities, how to manage functional pieces of the business, how to improve the firm's financial and market performance. Then these are the different definitions have been given by the authors. One definition, the Michael Porter is a big name in the strategic management. Just we will see this definition. The strategy has the ability to create unique and valuable position that is not easily imitated by others, and therefore a strategy is what allows a firm to create and protect its competitive advantage. That means we always remember that we should have the ability to create unique and valuable position that is not easily imitated by others, and therefore that means whatever the capability you have, that should not be imitated easily or copied easily by your competitors. If they are able to copy your capability, so you cannot outperform them because they have become equal to you. So that is what you have to look for. That a strategy is what allows a firm to create and protect its competitive advantage. That means whatever the strength you have, that must be protected as well. That means that easily should not be copied by other competitors. So you can go through the different definition given by the different authors. Then, just to sum up strategies about a firm's long-term performance and competitive advantage, we should note here that the performance does not refer to financial returns alone. Here, just one example here. For instance, for profit firm like Walmart may have very different goals compared to a non-governmental organization like say the Red Cross. So, in the same way, you can just differentiate the goal of the public sector and the private sector. Private sector may be having the goal of revenue maximization, but the public sector's goal cannot be the same. The public sector goal can be the to serve the citizen of the country. So what strategy is not? That also we should remember that what strategy is not, as Michael Porter put it in his 1996 article on what is a strategy. Strategy is not operational effectiveness. It is not business process reengineering, benchmarking, or any other such thing. How a strategic plan is different from tactical plan. Just see the difference here. A strategic plans generally provide the broad long-term picture. A strategic plans influence the development of tactical plans. A tactical plan answers how do we achieve our strategic plan. It outlines actions to achieve short-term goals generally within a year or less. So that point you should remember. So now the what are the levels of a strategy? There are three levels of a strategy that is known as corporate level, the business level, and the functional level. Corporate level strategy is the top level. Generally, it is taken by the top decision is taken by the top level management, and it is related to various businesses areas in which the firm operates and compete. At the business unit level, the strategy is formulated to convert the corporate vision into reality. That means whatever the vision and mission is being formulated at the top level management, at the business unit level, it is going to be formulated how this can be achieved. And at the functional level, a strategy is formulated to realize the business unit levels, goals, and objectives using the strengths and capabilities of our or of the organization. There is a clear hierarchy in levels of a strategy, with the corporate level strategy at top, the business level strategy being derived from the corporate level and the functional level being formulated out of the business level strategy. But if you are having only one single product or services, so in that case it is very difficult to differentiate the corporate level, business level, and the functional level strategy. At the corporate level, a strategy defines the business areas in which your firm will operate. It deals with aligning the resource deployments across a diverse set of business areas, related or unrelated. That means if you are going to grow, if you are going for the diversification, you have the option of diversifying in related or unrelated areas of your expertise. A strategy formulation at this level involves integrating and managing the diverse business and realizing synergy at the corporate level. The top management team is responsible for formulating the corporate strategy. The corporate strategy reflects the path toward attaining the vision of organization. For example, the firm may have four distinct lines of business operations, namely automobiles, steel, tea, and telecom. So where the resources are going to be put more, or where the resources are going to be put less, that such kind of investment decision is taken at the corporate level. That means at the top level management. At the business level strategy are formulated for a specific strategic business units and relate to distinct product market area. It involves defining the competitive position of a strategic business unit. The business level strategy formulation is based upon the generic strategies given by the Michael Porter, that is the overall cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. Here, cost leadership means that you are able to offer your product and services at the lowest cost than your competitors. Differentiation here means that on the basis of quality of service or the product you are offering, you can charge premium price because you are providing better quality than your competitors. Here, here focus means whatever the leadership strategy, the cost leadership or the differentiation strategy. Either if I am talking about the scope, so you can broaden your scope or limit your scope. That is known as the focus. That means if you are limiting your scope, you are only serving the niche or a specific segment. So that is known as focus. Broad means you are trying to serve more segments, and this strategy can be taken like even this strategy that leadership differentiation and focus strategy you can take for the different product line you have. For one product line you can have different strategy, or you can take the same strategy for all your product lines. That means at the business level. Then at the functional level means there are mainly the four functional areas of management, that is marketing, human resource management, operations, and marketing, human resource management, finance, and operations. So these are the four functional areas. So whatever the decisions has been taken at the business level, so that you are going to implement in the functional level. Here we can take the example of, for example, the marketing strategy for a tea business which is following the differentiation strategy may translate into launching and selling a wide variety of tea variants through company-owned retail outlets. This may result in the distribution objective of opening 25 retail outlets in a city and producing 15 varieties of tea may be the objective for the production department. So you can see the difference here. The realization of the functional strategy in the form of quantifiable and measurable objectives will result in the achievement of business level strategies as well. So, in a nutshell, you can just see the corporate level strategy defines the business areas which your firm will operate, involves integrating and managing the diverse businesses and realizing synergies at the corporate level, and the top management is responsible. Business level strategy involves defining the competitive position of a strategic business unit decided upon the heads of strategic business units and their